Good day, fellas, and thank you for tuning in. This is T4 Madden Chalk Talk. And you are live with Berm Star. Today, we are taking a look at empty tray stack and gun empty bunch wide in the Tampa Bay playbook. This is all about taking the top off coverages with easy setups for one-play touchdowns and big gains. Take a moment to sub and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Hit that thumb and drop a note after. Tell us what you think.
Alright guys, so today we are jumping into a new offensive playbook. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook. The focus of this playbook is going to be Bucs, which used to be called flip trips, and also gun wide trips. But right now I want to show you some one-play touchdowns. So we're going to start with empty tray stack, which was one of the formations in the Cowboys playbook. And as you guys know already, we're able to beat cover 2 for one-play touchdown. And we'll go take a look at some other coverages. But I want to show you the cool thing about transitioning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook is that we actually have a lot of one-play touchdowns before we even get into our primary formations. So we already have a lot of things we're going to be able to come to absolutely smoke those. If we see cover 3, of course, but we're using that same play, we'll go ahead and do this. But I really want to show you what I'm doing out of 2 formations. One that was in the Cowboys ebook, the YouTube ebook, which is empty tray stack, using the play curl switch. Of course, this can be done out of multiple plays, but I prefer to do it out of curl switch. And that's just going to be putting that top of stack wide receiver on a fade, and it's going to be a one-play touchdown against a bunch of coverages. So I will show you that. So we're going to go ahead, and we showed you the bomb against cover 2. Curl switch will show you how that same bomb goes ahead and works against other coverages now. So I'm going to go into concepts, and we'll start with the cover 4 match. So cover 4 quarters, we're just going to put Coop on this fade, and we're going to beat cover 4 quarters over top for a touchdown. So that's cover 2, touchdown, cover 4 quarters, touchdown. And again, this isn't even the primary formation we're using in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just letting you guys know that if you want to make this transition, we're going to have on our hands a formation, actually 2 formations that I'm bombing almost everything out of. This is cover 4 palms, we're going over the top, fade, touchdown. So you see the setup is simple and quick as well too. So you can just put this guy on a fade, snap the ball, and then sip some coffee because there's a touchdown, right? So that's cover 2. Cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms, all touchdowns, good to go. Now we're going to take a look at cover 6. Well, we'll start with cover 9. So cover 9, big nickel over G. We'll do that same fade, simple setup. And we're going over the top for that touchdown again. Now, same play. This might get boring, but guess what? When you're in game, it doesn't, because you know you can bomb just about anything with one simple setup out of the same play. This is going to be big, especially since this isn't even our main formation. So here goes cover 6, and we're going to go ahead, and you just got to practice it because the pass lead is going to be different versus different looks. Cover 6 and cover 2, you'll see, because the cover 2 is over there, you're not going to go right over top. You're going to kind of get it underneath the deep blue, but over the shallow blue, and you go ahead and you score your touchdown. Or if at worst, pick up 40 to 50 yards and keep it moving. Now against cover 6 invert, you're not really going to be winning over top like this, you see? So I'm going to show you what we're going to do against cover 6 invert. We're going to be looking for the ass post coming back the other way. See, so cover 6 invert plays it a little different. With cover 6 invert, we're still going to put the fade out, but we're going to watch for the ass post as he comes across, and you'll be able to hit him over the top. With better timing and a better lead, you still get yourself an easy score or a big gain. And that is how we're beating just about every coverage out of this one play. The other great thing is that these S post, the crosser, the whip route, the deep dig, those things all beat man as well. So if somebody plays cover 2 man or cover 1, you'll always have options. You're going to have options against 4 drop and against cover 3 as well. But I'm really just showing you what's bombing, what and how. So now we're going to move over to the other hash. Cool thing about this is if you're in a hurry up and for some reason you find yourself needing to bomb something and you end up on this hash where you're an empty tray stack, well, it's going to take a lot of work to flip the play and set it up. We can just flip this play and get empty bunch wide. I actually use the bunch to the short side of the field, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing to bomb just about every coverage out of empty bunch wide as well. And even those that will not bomb will get in big gains. Empty bunch wide, I'm going to do the same setup against everything. Flat X, and your reads are X on the flat, Y on that C, and then A on the post. So it's almost like a low, mid, high read. And then you're going to have B also. B is going to be going where Amari Cooper is. That C, you'll see, is actually going to smoke cover 3 and cover 4. So that's cover 2. We're going to split the safeties. So you're really going to have 2 great options there against cover 2. That's going to be the C route on the two receiver side, and it's also going to be the post coming over the top. So here we go, empty bunch right. PA post corner read, PA corner read, sorry, I didn't say, but this is the corner replay. You just want to flat that running back. And then you see against cover 3, some coverages, he's going to be, that C route is going to be wide open as he makes his vertical stem. So you don't even want to wait till he breaks because he's going to break into coverage. But right there, he's wide open, give it to him. And again, against cover 3, you come back over here because they follow the post, the corner route, the C route gets wide open. Big gains against every coverage. And again, these 2 empty formations are not, they're not our primary formations. They're secondary to flip trips and to wide trips week that we're going to be running. And I can't wait to get into those to show you guys the things we're doing. Those are 2 great formations. You see here, sometimes you have to quick read to the flats. You have yourself a good fast back with some agility. Get out there, you have some fun. But again, you can read wide quick and early. You get it in there. And it's one of those things you just take in the lab and you start to understand. When you see the deep dynamics moving a certain way, you know what's going to come open and in, and you just go ahead, you make those passes on time with the right lead and the right animation, whether you need a rack catch or possession catch, and you find yourself having a lot of great success. You see why ends up getting wide open down there on the sideline as well. Alright, so empty bunch wide, goes corner read. And now we're going to take a look at the match coverages. And this is where it really gets to be fun, guys. So you see we have wide open, but look at A. I'm not joking, y'all. I'm not joking. That's cover 4 quarters. That is what it is doing against cover 4 quarters. I don't know. This was actually in my Atlanta Falcons ebook as well. So yeah, both of these formations are things that I have used, and both of these setups are things that I am using. The empty tray stack, like I said, is in the Cowboys. You'll be able to see that right here on YouTube. I'll put some links down below. And this one, the empty bunch wide, is in Atlanta Falcons, which is available on Patreon and PayHit for $10. It's a great ebook. It features split twins, gun doubles halfback week, and then empty bunch wide. And I'm ripping through defenses with that offense. I'm getting great feedback from everybody that's using it. Current gen, next gen, everybody's gen is just blowing everybody out of the water with the Atlanta Falcons. It can also be run out of the Tennessee Titans. We're doing the same thing again, over the top. Nobody sees him. That one was covered 4 palms. Looks exactly like quarters when you run this play. It is just absolutely lights out. These touchdowns are the easiest touchdowns you're going to find in the game. You're not going to find an easier touchdown than this. There's nobody within like 20 yards of your receiver. You come across people who run match coverage, and a lot of people do like match coverage, and you're going to have a field day with them. And then it's not just match coverage. I mean, we are getting big plays and touchdowns versus every coverage with these 2 formations. But if they're running match coverage, look at this. I mean, don't use turbo, guys. Just be nice, walk into the end zone. And you don't really have to celebrate, because sometimes that pisses guys off. But if you do, by all means, if it's your thing. I'm scoring big touchdowns with this. I mean, when I see somebody who's calling quarters and palms and all that stuff, I don't even throw this right away, to be honest. Sometimes I just wait, catch them off guard. But anyway, there you go. I went right back to cover 4 drop real fast because I realized I hadn't shown it. So you see again, the cover 4 drop, you got the same reads as cover 3. I went to empty tray stack by mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Empty bunch wide. But yeah, having these two in the same playbook is not fair. It's not fair at all. You always have a bomb at your fingertips. So we did cover 9. No, we need to do cover 9. So here goes cover 9. And cover 9, you see, you can catch it and go with this receiver. So you're gonna see that with a lot of the defensive coverages as well. This might not be a catching end zone right in front of you, but the leverage he gets, you're in the end zone anyway. But then you'll also see you got that deep bomb again, and you're in the end zone. It's tried and true, guys. I've been doing this. As a matter of fact, the Cowboys one, the empty tray stack one, I've been doing since the end of Madden 21. When I first learned that it was going to be in the Cowboys ebook, I was labbing it up, and it works the exact same way. So it's nothing to do with a patch or how bad zones are. This is always played this way. Empty bunch wide, I've been doing since probably January or February. I made a Cincinnati Bengals ebook for one of my Discord members, and this was featured in there. So this worked after the Madden 21 patches. It's working right now in Madden 22. It's gonna work after the Madden 22 patches. It's not about a patch. This beats zones even after they fix them. It's just the way these routes are set up. They just attack match coverage in a way that match coverage can't comprehend. You know. But what you're gonna see sometimes, you see how the safety over here now on the weak side, it's kind of drifting. So with some coverages, which is gonna be the cover 6s, you want to make sure you're leading this ball up and you're passing it out early. Whereas with cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms, you can close your eyes and throw it anytime you want, lead it any way you want. It's catching a touchdown. With some of the other coverages, when that safety sits there, you don't want to let him get too far. You don't want to let your man get too far to that side because it's gonna make it a more difficult throw, of course. But there you go, you see the C routes wide open. I'm sure you were able to see, because if you're like me, you're keeping your eye on that post every time you snap the ball now. You were able to see he was wide open as well. And we're just scoring easy touchdowns. Easy touchdowns, fellas. And again, I have to stress, these two formations are not even our main formations. These formations are, you can absolutely run them as mains. I know plenty of people who run empty tray stack as a main and empty bunch wide as a main, especially empty tray stack. That's a big one. It's a very, very good formation. But so by all means, if you want to, go for it, because I will be putting some setups for these in there other than these bomb plays. But I wanted to start by letting you know that if you intend to run this offense, you are going to be able to get over the top with ease. Because I know that's one of those big things. Sometimes you want to be able to score fast and get off the field. Sometimes you need to score fast. Sometimes you don't have time to march down the field, right? And then a lot of times for me, I like to just get in position. If I catch this ball inside the 40, my opponent's 40, I'll run the clock after that because I'm in field goal range. A lot of times you just need a field goal at the end of the half or end of the game. Well, now I'm in field goal range. I can get into I-form wing and just pound it out. So it's not always about a touchdown. You know, it's not always about a touchdown. But a lot of times it is, and touchdowns are fun. But then you see we're in the C route against cover 3 again. Oh, it's cover 3, and this is cover 1, sorry. And you don't necessarily want to try that single high safety, of course. You absolutely don't want to try. So when it's a single high safety, I'm not really looking for the post. I'm more looking at those 2 C routes. And that spot route is a great read. He sits down, so don't forget about that. Thank you, fellas. Look out for Tampa Bay. It's coming your way. It's fire. You're gonna love it.
Thanks for rocking with the squad. Remember, real life comes first, but when you do pick up the sticks, give 'em hell.